Hi, Carrie. All right, I'm going to do your soul rebirth journey now. So, we're going to just explore as guided by spirit. So, we'll see what happens, okay? So, I'm just going to relax here and then we're going to enter your spiritual atmosphere. So there's quite a downward sensation or a really relaxed sensation I'm experiencing. Sort of very heavy even too. There's quite an energy mud. It's not thick. It's just an invisible energy, but it has a lot of heavy weight to it. And it's big and it's sort of, I don't know how, it's like a massive baboon that is way huger than you are, and then like holding you, like 20-foot tall energy baboon, and then its giant head is sitting on top of yours, and then sort of cradling you inside of its arms, and it's all invisible and it's heavy, and that's what it's kind of like. So it's sort of like, it's kind of like a balloon as well. So I'm taking a needle and I'm popping it. It's releasing some energy, but it's not fully. You feel really bogged down by it. It's squeezing you tighter sometimes. And it's almost can make you feel like you're really tiny. And as it squeezes you tighter, it kind of lifts you up off your feet and your feet start kicking. And you really want it to leave you alone. Interesting. There's some reflection here. Some reflection related to life having created a mirrored image of a past. So what would be challenging memories from childhood or something like that? And then those memories, you start to heal or move on, and life kind of has a settlement, and it settles, and you just go about your normal life experience. But some part of you sort of created an echo or a trigger experience for a reflective moment in time to be identical to certain experience from childhood, so you could reface it and then heal it properly. That's the only way I can describe this. I feel so tired. Like I just want to sleep and then just sleep for a while. Like I just need a really long rest from everything. So I could go lay down on the bed and it would feel so soft and cozy right now because I'm so ready to sleep right now. And that would be perfect. That's how I feel right now. And I'm telling you, the tired sensation is overwhelming me. I feel like I could fall asleep. So... I'm allowing this is part of a voice within you that is speaking right now through the sensation of this exhaustion. And so I'm allowing, it is a language. It is a language that has no words. And the language is, I am this exhausted. So you feel the language through feeling what it's speaking to you, which is sheer exhaustion. It too is extremely heavy, like this massive invisible baboon energy. Wow. They're saying you're going to recover from this just fine. It's just odd because I see what is like a top that's spinning, but it's odd because we have one top spinning and then we have almost like an experience of what you have this top spinning in the past, okay? And then you have a present moment that is actually leading up to a past moment. So now we have this present moment now starts to spin aligned with the top, and now we have a past and a present moment that are simultaneously intertwining with each other in order to release basically an energy chaos. It's like an Ascension energy chaos vein. We all are going through these. So you just, when this happens, when you suddenly feel like, I don't know what in the world is going on, I'm freaking out right now, don't get sucked into the vein, okay? Just step back, acknowledge that I'm not feeling right, and then instantly start doing things to mend that. Don't let yourself get sucked into it. Acknowledge it, and then literally just let it go, okay? You can do things to help with this by stopping the emotional reactions. Don't let yourself get sucked in, because you can really get sucked into a spiral that can spiral you out of control. And it doesn't have to spiral you out of control. It can make you spiral out of control, because it is so hardcore and so intense and so vivid and so real, and it's really dense in its experience. So what could be, let's just say a span of 15 years of life, that could have been traumatizing or difficult from childhood or whatever. You move on from it, and then you start to return to a past energy vein of experience, and that is all condensed into some, like, what would be several days of chaos in the mind and the emotions in the body, and it's so real, and you feel like you're going insane. You have to not go there with it. And you talk to heaven instantly, and I call them energy caps, because they sort of come up like this, and then they fill your head, and they fill your perception, and they fill your emotions, and it feels like it's just all here, and you're losing your mind, right? So you just take the energy cap through a visualization, and you just take it and say, I'm ready to release this vein of wisdom now. I understand that it is me healing. It is not me losing my mind. It's actually me healing very chaotic events in my soul journey. Not just this lifetime, but lifetimes and lifetimes before, thousands of years of lifetimes of chaos memories that were actually, it's as if the past and the present, we're leading up in the present to moments from the past, and when we hit those moments, when we walk onto them, now we're sort of aligning. They need to come up and out. They're weeds that are ready to just be pulled out. But in order to get them out, you have a bit of a freak out. You're like a bell that hasn't been rung, and now it's like ding 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 ding. I'm losing my mind. So you just relax, and you can get rid of them really quickly when you just acknowledge them right away. And then you breathe, and you instantly pray. You literally instantly pray, call for angels, call for Michael, call for Raphael, call for whoever you work with, call for God, call for your spirit guides, call for whoever, and say, I'm having a moment. Please come enter into me, fill me with your light, and help me, release me from this experience. I'm losing it, and I don't want to be. And then you start saying things like, I am light. I am surrounded by light. I am good. I am love. I am, you start saying things like this. I am grounded. I am stable. I am balanced. I am happy. I am celebrating ascension of humanity. I am celebrating. You have to turn the chaos vein into a positive voice, and then it heals itself naturally, and it can heal very quickly. So you don't have to endure several days of a nightmare. You can actually release it within like 10 minutes and then go about your day until the next one hits. And you just keep doing it over and over and over again, and it gets easier and easier. The more you choose voices of love all day long, all night long, after a while it's like, okay, I'm turning into a Care Bear, but there's nothing wrong with Care Bears. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and it's working, and I have stability, and I'm grounded, and I feel happy, and I feel like this is a good thing for humanity. And when these veins of, freaky veins come up, I say, okay, there's another one that I get to release into the light, and my soul is healing, and this is really good, and I'm so thankful for this. You find a way to say, I am blessed today that this happened, and you have to see it from the positive angle. So this is what they're talking about right now. For you, there's so much joy and love here, because I know you'd mentioned about you had gone through a bit of a nutty experience the last week and a half, and it had to do with you just were really congested with a lot of darker experiences of the mind and all of that, and it felt like you were losing it. And for a little bit you really did lose it. You told me I lost it. and a lot of us through this sort of very unique historical or time period for mankind, or whatever you want to call it, it is overwhelming, and you have to learn how to work with it by choosing a positive, I got this thing. I'm not losing it. It's actually good. I'm releasing old memories that my soul no longer wants to hold on to. It's just releasing it into the divine light, and I'm healing them. It's not like you're losing your connection with all the lifetimes you've ever lived. You're just healing the trauma, that the pains that weren't properly balanced with who and what you are choosing to be as an expression as the time continues, or however you want to consider time anymore. I don't even know how to talk about time anymore. So it's really great. They're really encouraging you to be self-healing at every angle. Make sure to get your rest. Make sure to breathe the fresh air from nature. Make sure to be healing towards your body and your mind, and nothing that is a reflection of, wisdom that is a reflection of confusion is not love, is not balance. I perceive this as when the spiritual wisdom, or when whatever is speaking to me in my mind is not a reflection of literally ducks on a pond in perfect harmony and balance with their natural surroundings, with themselves, with their experience, with their identity. It is not a reflection of true love or heaven or balance or harmony. It is a reflection of the ego and the mind that is having a bit of a spin out. So you acknowledge this isn't, there's something wrong here. This isn't ducks. So calm the spin and then enter into the balance and the harmony, okay? There's nothing wrong with being a duck every now and then. We all got to be ducks every now and then. Just go sit down, watch ducks, and then feel yourself becoming one with their expression. And then all of a sudden it's like, wow, I feel really crazy right now and happy and totally peaceful and totally relaxed. Duck life is good. And that helps. So we're going to do a lot of release, because we got to clean out this old closet and this boggy energy, so that way you kind of clear out the spin cycle that you kind of came across. It's really weird, because it's like, how do I describe us approaching past? I mean, from a present moment, we sort of are walking a pathway, right? And then it's like, whoa, I got tripped over from like some crazy past life. How did you get there? You're from my past. You're not from my present. But yet somehow it happens, and just let the past vein go. And there's some of them are really overwhelming, but it is not your truth, and it is not who and what you are. You're an infinite soul of light and love and transformation and all of that. So don't let yourself get caught up in those feelings. It's just that ascension energy, chaos, craziness. It's good, right? We have to say it is good. You don't say it is overwhelming, because then it is overwhelming. You say, you know what, I acknowledge, and now I release, and now I acknowledge too that I am surrounded by light, I am light, and I am healed. And you let the healing then take place through your choices and actions to be aligned with love. Love through language, love and kindness towards yourself, all of that. They're continuing to force me to say this stuff over and over and over again for you. There's a reason why I cannot get off of this soapbox. Keep thinking about love. Whenever you get that little stumble, instantly acknowledge it and say, I'm not going to stumble down the stairs. I'm just going to triple a tiny little bit, because I needed that to acknowledge that it is release time. I'm going to release it, and then I can walk solidly on the ground forward. Some of us are struggling with this. Literally, this is how you deal with it. I was struggling with this, but I am not anymore, because I have found that this is the key. This works. This has worked for me time and time again, and I'm getting stronger and more able to deal with this, and life is starting to become normal for me. And normal life is me choosing to experience and feel love all around me, that I am an expression of love, that there never was darkness, there only was light. And most people's ego would say, oh, you're nuts, you're crazy. Have you watched the news lately? Have you read the paper? And I was saying, exactly. Turn off the TV. Stop reading about the chaos. Stop digesting it. It's not the food we're meant to be eating anymore. That is why we're getting sick. So stop. We take out the spoon of chaos. We set it down. And now we acknowledge that love is the only pathway for every human being on this planet. If you want to go there, if you want to experience love, if you want a life of love, if you want a world full of love, then you take out the spoon of chaos, you turn off the TV, you stop reading the paper, and you acknowledge that all there ever is, was, and ever will be is love. You do that over and over and over again. And it works. It's the power of positive thinking, the power of positive self-talk, the power of... And it works. It's an energy vibration that literally lifts your spirits, raises you into the heavens. And you start to experience heaven all around you and everything. And you start to see it all around you. And there's nothing wrong with love. We all need it. We're all struggling. So this works. So I'm gonna see if I can jump back into. They really wanted me to step back and say all of that stuff, like get on the soapbox and really say all of this stuff for you, Carrie. And it's interesting because this is for you, but a lot of us are going to find wisdom here that we can use for ourselves as well. We all need more wisdom to help us through this. So it's really awesome that you're willing to share this openly for others to learn and heal too. So again, we're there's something here about relaxing you in a very balanced heavenly way. Not I'm exhausted, so I'm instantly relaxed through exhaustion. Physical, mental, emotional exhaustion. No, we're just relaxing you. We're just going to relax you to help the spinny sensation to calm down. And that is what we're focusing on right now. What is a natural relaxed sensation? Naturally relaxed in the mind, in the emotions, in the body. It feels, it has almost a sleepy sensation to it, but I feel alert. I feel relaxed, yet I still feel alert. I feel cozy, yet I still feel aware. You are able to walk away now from the giant invisible baboon balloon. You say, my feet were always on the ground. I do not need to struggle or kick. I just do not choose this for my experience because it is not creating joy. And joy is the wisdom and the food and the nourishment that I choose to balance with. And that is my truth now. And that is what you're sharing with me through your actions and your energy wisdom. So there is a very calm sensation here with you. You're in the process of releasing from the energy baboon. You're still trying. There's some, you want this, you're trying to accomplish this, you are accomplishing it, but there's some part of you that hasn't quite gotten there yet. So you're there, but simultaneously you're still trying to get there. So I'm just going to be patient and let you get through this. I'm just watching you. I'm telling you, it's very heavy energy, and I would love to get rid of it right now, but they're not going to allow me. I have to stand here and be patient with you and allow you to accomplish your own decision making, which your decision making right now is to move on from this. And you are accomplishing that successfully without any help. And you are doing great. We're the further. So I see two images happening simultaneously over top of each other. One image, you're sort of so on your feet. You're so there. You're sayonara suckers. I'm walking away now. You're moving forward in your life. The other version of the truth is you're trying to release from its arms. You're still kind of struggling and trying to get out of its clutches. You're trying to be there, stable on your feet. You're trying to move forward. You have the motivation and you will accomplish it. So which picture are we in here? We're simultaneously still in both somehow. Because you haven't acknowledged yet that you are already out of its clutches and you're sayonara suckers already. You're already there. You're already solid and moving forward and feeling happy, right? So I'm asking you, I'm giving you like, hello, Carrie, are you already there yet? I'm giving you a hint here. You're supposed to mentally, emotionally, physically, all of parts of your body say, you're right, Abby, I am there. I don't even know why I've been struggling. The truth is, I am not struggling. You say this stuff, okay? It doesn't matter what your ego tells you, but I am struggling, and it has been crazy, and I this, that, and the other thing. No, ego, shh. The truth is, I am stable, and I am grounded, and I am walking forward, and this is all a part of an energy release, and I allow this energy to release into the light now. And so I'm holding your hand, a part of you in this scene here where we're interjecting, holding your hand. I'm allowing us both to look at the giant chaos sort of baboon. We're holding hands and we're both filling with our infinite lights together. And we're sharing love and thanks for the experience. And we're saying it is okay now to release. I'm ready for you to return to the light so I can continue my ascension experience. You deserve it. And so we're doing this together. See, this is why we need each other. It's hard to do this stuff alone, We need each other. We need to help each other. That's part of ascension. How do you ascend? You start loving each other. You start acknowledging that the only thing that matters is love. Loving each other, taking care of each other, seeing each other's needs. How do you get out of a chaos world? You alter its truth by saying, I'm done with chaos, I choose love now. Let the ego go to sleep and let the love be the voice and the truth and the wisdom and the expansion and the ascension and all of that stuff. And so we're doing this right now together. We are blasting away, but it's not in an angry way. It's not in I'm blowing it up. It's literally, it is done now. And so the wind is carrying it into the light. And our lights are radiating so bright that you couldn't tell whether we are two or whether we are one. It's just one giant bright energy of light. And it's beautiful. There's a very loving and friendly exchange. Our souls are sharing it, taking care of each other, helping each other, healing each other, not abandoning each other. True love is taking care taking care of each other without judgment and totally unconditionally loving in an unconditionally loving way and understanding. We are all part of one consciousness. We can love each other. We already are in love with each other in spirit. It's the human experience that creates the challenge for us. to do that. And you turn off the ego and you say that love is the value every time. Love always is the value. Without love, now you get confusion. Now you get chaos veins and giant baboon balloons. We don't need that stuff. We take care of each other. We love each other. We are in oneness with one another. We don't hurt each other. If somebody screams for help, we need to be there for them, you know? There are different voices across this globe. So I understand we're all learning and growing and developing in unique ways. So we do as best we know how. But always with love and understanding. This is really impressively healing for you. I feel amazing. I know you feel amazing. The energy, the healing energy experience right now is so fluid. It is so warm. It is so gentle. It is true love. It is pure light. It is extremely wise. It is of a very high vibration. It isn't with words, though. It is with feelings. That feeling of you're scared as a child and you get a hug from your mother or your father and your heartbeat slows down and the tears stop falling and you feel so much healing inside your body and your mind. And you don't feel scared anymore because your parents are here holding you. That is the way this feels, is that we're holding each other to help release from our own fears. And that is Ascension, releasing from what was, which is an experience of terror and fear, to what is an experience of true love and helpfulness for each other and taking care of each other and caring about other human beings. This is real. So I'm still watching and experiencing, and it's beautiful. And this is still radiating. We could do this the entire rest of the session, and it would be totally deserved by you, and it would be totally healing. So I'm going to stay in this until my spirit guides take me to the next thing. There is you feel alone. You are in the spotlight is what this is. Very bright white light, but I can see you. So it's sort of like you're on stage, you're the only one on stage, there's bright white light, and everything is in darkness all around you, and there literally are like, I don't know, it'd be like, oh no, the zombies are all around me and they're dragging their bodies in closer and closer, and I'm just standing here in the white light and it's almost like white with fear or whatever. You're just watching them continue to approach you slower, and I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, the darkness is coming is the way this looks. But I say the darkness is not coming. It is not. This is a fabrication or an illusionary experience of chaos. This is associated with a past life. That is what this is speaking to me right now. And it's a past life that is not a part of your truth and who and what you are today. And somehow, whatever this is, they're not telling me what past life or anything of that kind. It was quite terrifying. It would be, what is you see death coming and approaching you and you know you're going to die. That is what this chaos vein is speaking to you. This is another one where it needs to be released. I can tell that's what this is because none of these entities have a consciousness. They're all a fabrication of the mind, and they can easily evaporate that quickly. This is one of the chaos veins of the Ascension energy. You need to just relax through it, and you're doing awesome. Just me telling you all of this stuff is extremely helpful and grounding and rebalancing. It's interesting because I'm in this scene, but yet I can feel different parts of you as I'm going through it, and you're starting to feel more solid and like I get it now, and I can handle this, and I'm ready to tackle this head on because you're a very strong person. But this stuff is scary. I mean, this right here would terrify anybody who would feel this. I get to actually see what it looks like, but most people can't see what it looks like. They just feel like this. I feel like I'm in the spotlight and there's a million terrifying monsters and they're coming to get me and I'm about to die. That's what it feels like for absolutely no explainable reason, and we feel like we're losing our minds. That is a chaos vein that you just stop and say, okay, this is a good thing. I'm having a moment of absolute terror and fear for no reason at all. And so it is okay to release it into the light of all now. And the light of all is here and ready and willing, and they've got their dump trucks and we're going to just fill the dump truck up and they're going to haul it away into the light, and now I'm going to be free of it. And you do that instantly, and then it only takes minutes for it to go away. But if you feel sabotaged by it and you let it sabotage you, it can stay alive in there for longer than you want it to, and it can feel overwhelming. This is helping. We're still waiting for you to... It's time. Come on, Carrie. Come on, get out of there. There's something happening. I am opening your eyes. I'm simultaneously watching you. Again, I'm not allowed to interject. You have to choose what you want to experience. I'm only here to help you see the option of the light over this. And the light is absolutely there when you're ready for it. So somehow from back here and the way back, I managed to send a signal like pew, and then it popped down into your head and your eyes opened, and now you're starting to look around and you're making a decision. So let's see what the decision is. You're doing something, but I don't know. You're moving your body in ways. It's almost like you're moving your arms like this, and it's like you're pulling things from behind you, like sticks, and then you're just doing stuff very quickly in front of you. And I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what you're building. I don't know if you're building anything at all. I don't even know if you have sticks in your hand. It's just happening so fast I can't make any sense of it. But this is the best I can tell for right now. You're wanting to build a new story, you say. I'm building a new story. It's interesting. It's like the three little pigs. Like you could be the pig number one and build your house out of sticks, and then what happens? The sticks, you have to start building a sturdier structure in order to handle the attacks, right? They're not attacks. They're literally, your soul is healing, and part of the healing is very derailing for the mind, is very derailing for the human experience, human ego, human everything. And so it feels like you're being attacked or overwhelmed or spiritual chaos or whatever it is. Again, you acknowledge that the truth is, I'm surrounded by the light. There's a part of you that feels very weak though, and you're building a house out of sticks right now. And these guys are getting closer. So I'm asking you, I cannot interject. I'm still standing back here allowing you to make decisions for yourself. But it seems like it's heaven this is a reflection of how heaven is watching each and every one of us. It is here to help you. If you just ask, if you would just say, Abby, come here and help me right now in this moment, or heaven, please help me right now in this moment, heaven would just take a giant hand, pick you up, and lift you completely out of this. And now you don't have to build anything. Heaven does all the work and just releases everything in the light, and then it vanishes. It was completely It was solid and real feeling to the mind and the body and all that, but it was really illusionary. It was really a healing moment of chaos. You have to get the chaos out in order to be filled with more light. You have to. So you get out these chaos veins, and now your structure is becoming more solid with light. So we're just waiting for you to decide. You're thinking of new strategies. You're still building this house out of sticks very quickly. But some part of you is contemplating as you're building your actions. You're building faster and faster and faster even still. It's interesting because this isn't even the size of a house. I mean, it's like an Eiffel Tower or something. I'm saying in my heart, I trust that you know what to do for yourself, and I'm just allowing the experience to continue to pan out. It's interesting because as I do that, there's a big ripple in the darker energy. And this ripple is literally creating like waves or tides in what is very thick mass. And all these beings, these sort of darker reflections, they have no consciousness at all. They're not demons by any means. They literally are illusionary. And they're sort of molding like crayons being melted or something. And then it's just turning into like a wavy black sort of tire around this white where you are. And then they're sort of waving or breaking up, but they're not going anywhere, just sort of waving around. But things are changing. You aren't building anymore. You are doing other means to break up or move away or alter its truth. And I'm feeling very proud of you right now. You are facing it all like a courageous lion, roaring at it, literally. You are showing your strength through your energy. And it's beautiful. Because it is altering the truth. And it is helping to break up what felt very solid and real was just a liquid all along of illusion. Liquids of illusion. There's still some things of chaos trying to pester with you as you try to become stronger than it all. This is different than what this other thing was. It's still there, but it's thinning out. But it's still there. I'm just waiting for it. The energy is fluctuating and altering. You're still standing in the center of a white light, but the white light is expanding outward as this darker ruffling part is thinning out into a thin sort of ring like this. And now the ring is literally now disappeared like that. But all simultaneously, it's like there's two fingers and you're like right there, and there's like two dark fingers, and you're sort of, it's like a giant with a hand putting two fingers over top of you, and now you're just being pestered by it. So I'm just watching. You're quite animated, and you have a lot of aggressive, pow energy. Don't toy with me type of going on right now, which is like good for you. It's not about being angry. It's about being in control of knowing what you want is what it is. I mean, the thunder sounds a little scary, but it's not. It is thunder. It is its reflection. Is it dark? Is it evil? It is of the light. It creates lightning. It creates rain. It is part of a storm. It is beautiful. It heals the earth. I mean, what do you choose to see it as? This rumble from you is beautiful. It is not destructive. It is strong, and it knows what it wants. You're releasing quite an object out to the throat. It has a solidness to it. I wouldn't have a clue what it just... Some odd solid structure. It's not even that big. It has no, it's a shape. It's not even anything. I mean, I wouldn't even know. It's just a conglomeration of solid. It's got a greenish color to it. It feels good to get this out. You're getting out more of them. There's a lot of love here, and the more of these you get out, the stronger you feel. And there's some sunlight radiating here. And it's very warm and encompassing. It's starting to get warm all around you. Those fingers have no value. They don't even exist there in the space. All that exists anymore is you removing by choice all the old energy buildup. And then it's sort of still in like a circle of massive, huge circle of light. I can't see, I mean, from where I'm standing, I can see darkness way out there, but I don't even care about that. It's just you and the light, and I'm watching you. You're the center of my attention. And you continue to get out these, they're kind of like this big. They're almost like a rectangle, but they have sort of, I don't know, like a ring. The rectangle, let's just call it a solid rectangular ring that has some pieces, like you could see the top of a castle has like blocks, pieces, one block, no block, one block, no block. And so it's kind of in that way. And they're just solid and rings like this, and then they just come out, and there's like a greenish color. And it's like a teal green with some silver or gray in it. I mean, I don't know what it means. I don't know what this is a reflection of, but it's making you feel awesome to get these rings out of your throat. And you're putting them in a circle around you, and you're inside of the circle. I'm not sure what you're up to next here. I'm just going to watch you. I love that you are working on solving this problem. I am doing healing for you right now by speaking through everything, and you are actively inspired to do different things in order to be self-healing. Heaven is enforcing it this way. I am not allowed to enter into the space. I'm still allowed to just stand and watch and observe. And you're doing great. We're all so proud of you. That we're all standing here watching you get through this, and we're sort of like in suspense. We don't know what you're going to do next, or your next idea, or what, but we're really supportive, and we know you're going to do just great, and you're doing awesome. We're proud of you. I hear it very distinctly from your soul family. We're so proud of you, Carrie. We love you so much. We love you. Do you hear? We love you. Do you hear? We love you over and over and over and over again in your head. If you're not hearing, we love you, we support you, we hold you when you're scared, then nothing else that you're hearing is the truth, or the reflection of the light, or reflection of who and what you are. The reflection of the duck on the pond that is totally in harmony, is the center of its own universe, and is perfect in its divine reflection. And we want this for you. We want you to find your peace and your balance and your clarity. And we hold you with love all the time. Even when you are scared, or you can't feel it, or you don't, it's literally over and over again. We love you. We support you. No matter what your brain says, no matter what you are thinking about, no matter how you are feeling, we are still saying we love you, we support you, and we hold you in the light of all. They say, do you feel like you are in the light of all? You are in the light of all. Carrie, you are in the light of all. Yes, you are in the light of all. You never were in the darkness. You always were in the light of all. You always were. Just like everybody else, we are all in the light. We are all in the light. We're not in the darkness. The ego feels, experiences, seems to think that is the truth. The ego is receding, and it is venturing back to from whence it came from. The fiery chasm from whence. Go back from where you came from. And so we are, in the light and healing in the light. It's good. We are the light. That is the new ego, and it is no ego at all. It is balance and harmony, and it is the truth, and is the value of who and what we are and what we are becoming. Ascended masters, right? Ascended from all of the chaos and into the light. We always were in the light. The ego tells us otherwise, but it is not telling us the truth. So, again, they say, we love you. They're really beautiful about it too. Literally, I'm not allowed to see what you're up to in the ring right now because I'm in such a s'more of this super energy, translating it all for you. Has no language, but at the same time, they're speaking all of these words directly through me and to you to touch your heart because you need this very badly to hear the truth. And it's amazing, Carrie, because I know that this work I'm doing for you is going to be effective for a lot of people. So I'm very thankful for this experience that you are learning from working with me to help you. And then we're helping so many others too. It's good. It's all very good. We're here to help each other. We're here to band together, to take care of each other, love each other. And it helps. We find freedom in it. And so, again, with the child, you're too small, your eyes are closed, but you feel all the love. You feel so loved, and you don't feel scared anymore. You feel so much harmony and balance and purity, and it is so gorgeous. And that is what they're giving to you right now, all of this. And you're allowed to breathe it in and let it be your wisdom and inspiration. I'm like, yeah, it's great. Just breathing it in. It's like I'm in the center of a hamburger of love. It is all energy, and I get to breathe it in. And it's nourishment for my heart and soul and mind and everything. And it's so revitalizing. It is the only truth. It is the only truth. It is beautiful. So I'm enjoying this a lot. So this is interesting. I'm dealing this. There's simultaneously a large, I don't know, transformer or something, puts his 2 fingers, right? Right here for my neck, and is just gonna pick me up from my hamburger of love. And it's dark all around, and now I'm in the little spotlight with this guy, and I'm smiling and telling him I love you. This again is a reflection of the old ego that is receding into the fiery chasm from whence it came. And so we just be patient with it and loving towards it and nurturing towards it too. And we know that it is a part of what was. And we're patient with it. This one is showing itself to be more than that. Let's see what this is all about. This one's got quite a grip and is very proud of his grip on you. He's really good at being he likes having control, especially over women. It is his story, his truth is not the focus here. The focus here is, what is he trying to accomplish with what he is doing? He's trying to accomplish harm. He's trying to accomplish pain and suffering, and that is all that matters. When he is now an abuser, he is not a reflection of love. He is a reflection of abuse. It doesn't matter what his version of the truth is, you know, sob story or whatever. It is, you're an abuser, and I don't want an abuser in my life. You must return to the light. It is time for you to return to the light now. He is talking to me. It has a consciousness. This would be a demon. So, fiery chasm from whence it came. That has to be said more often. I'm trying to think of what movie that's from. It's appropriate. So, I'm just, I'm being patient. I am being of the light. I am being patient. This is the one named Lane. He is much smaller now, and he is a man. He has dark skin that is transferring into some, I mean, he's just a black energy being. But he's starting to, he looked like quite a massive transformer, right? A reflection of the ego. And I call evil spirits ego spirits as well, because they attach to parts of our ego. And he is one of these. And so he is turning into a man now. So he kind of went into a black energy being, but it's as if he's sort of a Caucasian man covered in soot, and his skin is like all dirty. And he has a normal hand now, and he's smaller. He's a young man. He's maybe 18 or 19 or something. He's tired. He looks like he's strong. He's healthy. He too is going through his own version of transformation, is what Spirit says. Do we want to look into his eyes? And I say, we share love with all souls. And that is my voice, but it is the voice of millions, trillions of souls. It is the voice of heaven. It's the voice of oneness. We share love with all souls. We love all souls. We love you. Lane, do you know how loved you are here? Would you return into the light now? Or do you want to harm others? To be that version of wisdom? They're looking at you. And you now are in the spotlight. You now are the one we see. He wants to transform into other reflections. But one is kind of a very disgusting monster with very sharp teeth. He has quite a chaotic anger side to him when he doesn't get his way. He looks like this. He is not a handsome young man. He is a monster with probably 1,000 sharp razor teeth all jammed in one after the other in several rows. Green with all kinds of gross skin, very little eyes on either side of his head. Kind of like a Tyrannosaurus Rex in a way. Again with the 2 fingers. So he's he's morphing again. But it was interesting because the word was morbid, but morphing intertwined with morbid. And he's starting to get bulbous and look just, I mean, his identity is trying to look human, but it is expanding out. And it's too thin, like a pancake. Like a human being that was standing and then is getting too thin in this region, and it is expanding out like a pancake. And so he's getting shorter and distorted, very distorted. He's turning into a black energy puff now. He's just an energy. I'm not able to see. He's thick. He's got an acidity to him. He's in a bubble. It is time. He is not allowed to come near you at all, period. He's trying to sift his dark energy into the darker spaces around your white light, and we are saying no. You are here. You are contained. You are not going anywhere. Again, we are staring into his energy. Source is staring with my soul, my consciousness, all part of the oneness of the light of all, okay? I'm not a human being. I am a human being to the degree of what is a human being. But I am an infinite soul of light and love, and I am part of the oneness. What is the oneness? Trillions, billions, bajillions is so many numbers, there's no number for it. It is infinite. How many atoms are in an infinite universe? How many, voices, how many waves of energy create light, like create sound, create density, create everything. I mean, it's insane. It is insane what is. What is so insanely massive. But you could just define it as one, too. It's either so extravagant, but yet it is all contained in the oneness. And so he is part of the oneness, too. And the oneness is now entering into this vein of his identity and helping him to breathe in the light. So I'm helping him breathe in the light from inside of this sort of orb sphere that he's contained in. Even though he's an energy, I can still choose to say he has a capacity to breathe in the light of all, and that is what he is to do. And so that is his truth, that he is inhaling the light of all and transforming in the light. He's trying. He's continuing to go through shifts. He's a man who is sad. He's a man in sorrow. He is turning into a bird that is flying. He is still a dark entity that wants to be manipulative. He is doing a lot of different things. But he is inhaling this, and it is entering into his expression and altering his vibration. It is done. I'm saying it is done. He has another space here. I need a minute. He's trying to create illusionary minds that I can enter into, but it is not the truth. He is still transforming in the light of all. He is. I'm getting done with this guy. We're bringing in some big guns. I mean, so I'm just multiplying myself. I'm a human being with a human mind, so you have to do alternate tricks to your own mind and own perception of what is. So I'm just going to multiply myself out by millions and millions. And then we're going to start singing songs and sharing words of love. And we're going to get a million Archangel Michaels in here and a million. We're just going to bring in millions and millions and millions. And that is my mind's ability to create an impact of powerful energy. I don't have to have millions of anything to create impact of powerful energy. But for whatever reason, I need to do it for this case. So now he is a dark spotlight surrounded by infinite light that is around him, and we're pulverizing his dark light. I'm not a fan of saying dark light is always a reflection of evil, because it is not. There are dark entities that are absolutely, truly amazing. And they're unconditional love and so beautiful. You cannot mistake what is chaos from what is love. But this is most dark entities do reflect as dark in my human mind, or how I translate the truth shows it as dark, but it isn't always the truth. So I'm doing all kinds of stuff right now. He's really just taking on overwhelming surges of energy, and it is helping. Just I'm not feeling the release just yet, or the total transformation, so I just need to focus. He's starting to soften. He's starting to soften a great deal. He's totally detached from you. He's still softening, and it's great because I can feel him softening. You feel him relaxing. You feel him being in a peaceful state. It was demanded. I mean, he kept doing all kinds of stuff. He is just, I can't even speak right now because he's still softening and transforming right now. He is in a state of peacefulness right now, I'm telling you. I can't get this relaxed and relieved unless he himself is too. So I'm just going to wait a minute. Basically, so in this, you keep speaking, just keep speaking truth, keep speaking light, keep speaking love, keep speaking to heaven about transformation. In the end, my higher self just came on the scene with the stare down that it is done. We're not playing any more games with you. You are to transform. It is your truth now. You aren't demon. So you have a soul that goes down a pathway and experiences tragedies that are contaminating and alter their vibration, and now their version of love is transformed. So now what is their version of love is a reflection of a chaos version, and that makes them feel good about themselves. And so now they have a demonic reflection. And so they go down a pathway, or a journey pathway, a soul journey pathway of being terrorizers. And until they come to a point when it is time. And now heaven can even have divine timing or divine choices or whatever. I don't know where his soul is in an infinite universe, but it does like to contaminate. And this soul was demonic. And so heaven, it's demanded by heaven that you're not playing any more games. You're transforming into light now. It is so you literally just enter in the scene as sort of massive snake woman. My higher self, she's overwhelming sometimes. But the massive snake woman with intense red energy and freaking viper teeth, and eyes that are glowing red, and a staff that she bangs on the ground and does not take any more of your SHIT. Fiery chasm from whence it came. All right. But so then it is done. But the thing is that it is heaven. It is heaven saying it is demanded, it is done, it is now. And so that is all, period. We aren't doing any more monkey business with creating mental realms or different truths in order to project yourself into other areas. No, you're contained in a space, and that is your truth, and you are transforming the light today. So that is all. So my spirit guides say, do you think that Lane has transformed in the light today? And I said, oh, absolutely yes. That is his truth. That is his new identity, is of the light. And it is important, Carrie, that you let this be, take the butter knife, and then you put it on, the old butter is not part of the new butter, okay? Let that go. Leave him alone, okay? Do not talk to him. Even the transformed version, you can still, as human beings, we can still create... All right, they're altering the reflection. I'm not able to speak any more about this. That is done, okay? And that is all. Now you walk forward and you surround yourself with angels. You surround yourself with light, because that is the only truth that matters, okay? No, nothing else, okay? So, we have to do some work on your senses, because you did some sort of odd channeling skills that created some weird veins that aren't channeling from the right stereo channel, and we need to get it so the stereo channel is you're getting the wisdom from love, you're getting the wisdom from heaven. If the wisdom is creating like a soap opera or a drama, it isn't the wisdom from heaven. The wisdom from heaven is not come through that way. Comes through on a stable grounding, and it is like a duck on the water. There are very high veins of wisdom that do share really intricate details, but that is, if you want to accomplish that is up to you. I have not been able to my veins of wisdom have always been creating a storyline for developing the understanding, and then it's always been about energy work as well. And so that is what I am supposed to be doing with my life. And so for me to tap into some sort of cryon version, explaining the, how the universe is made and stuff like that, I do channel on stuff just to expand my abilities and see what I can come up with, or see what comes or whatever. But it always showcases the same as sort of philosophical or storytelling and contemplative. And that is my truth. That is my skill. That is how it is for me. But somehow your veins, they literally look like black sort of wires that are not they need to get cleaned out and then purified, and then we'll get them going in a direction that is connecting to higher wisdom, that is reflection of love. Should be reflection of complete love and understanding and non-judgmental of all. Veins from heaven are not judgmental at all, period. Veins from heaven, love even the chaos realm, are accepting of even the most torturous experiences. Heaven loves all things, because all things are a part and reflection of heaven too. Heaven is the oneness. Heaven is God. Heaven is the source. What is the source? The source is both the light and the dark. The source is both the balance and harmony and the chaos. And it is an exploration of everything. And we need everyone in the oneness to be able to be a part of the totality. So love does not judge. Love is unconditional. Love is healing, nurturing. It is transformative. It is accepting of Lane, and it was demanding that it was time now for him to re-enter the light. These entities, when they re-enter the light, and they are thankful for it. I'm telling you, they're thankful. They resist. They because they become used to their version of who and what they are, their identity. That version of love is their version of love, and that is their truth. So when they return to what is the mother holding the scared child, and they're being transformed by that version of love, it is really mind-blowing what their thankfulness and gratitude it transforms. They really are grateful for it. And they're asking me if I feel that Elaine is grateful for it. I'm saying absolutely. I am not. He is not in a space right now where I'm able to connect with what he's doing. Usually what happens is when they transform in the light, they go into the light and they are there and surrounded by angels, and they're in an infinite contemplative state where they are trying to make sense of their choices, their actions, their identity, their reflection. It's sort of like you live a life as a human being. Your soul goes through an alternate version of a consciousness. So when you are born and then you move on from the lifetime, the soul does have a period of reorganization or rethinking, going to the next thing, right? And so I don't have a time frame for how long it takes, or it could be seconds, it could be years, it could be whatever it wants to be. And so the soul just goes into a state of sort of redevelopment or re-expression, rebirth of its own identity and into a whole new life experience. So that too is what happens when demons transform. That is as best as I understand. I do not follow them after they are transformed because of my humanness. I do not choose to associate with who they were. I want to associate with who they are now. And so in order to do that, I just don't have a need to. I just know they're being taken care of in heaven. And so that is all there is about this. There's something they're telling me. There's a man here who is coming from a flame, out of literally a very long, thin flame, and turning into a man in the light of all. He has a sword. He's sort of dressed like a medieval, style warrior. He has sort of, I don't know, a metallic chain link style, but it's got leaves, sort of not invisible chains, and he's dressed like a soldier from medieval times or whatever. He is balanced. He's really healed and really clean. He's putting down his shield and he is putting down his sword. He is taking off his clothing. Just the reflection of war is what he is removing from his identity. He is washing in the light of all. He is purifying his identity and expression to not be on the defense and then also on the destructive. He's releasing from this. He is totally evaporating. This entire physical identity is now just evaporated into like dust in the wind kind of thing. While I'm also seeing a man washing in white light, literally with a scrubber in a shower of white light in a heavenly shower or something. Healing. That is what Lane is doing right now. He is healing right now. He is purifying in white light. He is releasing from certain vibrations of energy. And to let him be in this way, that is why they're helping me to understand. That is why I never go back to them to see what happened, because they deserve to be at peace or at rest, and I don't want to expose them to who they were, because my human mind, I mean, there's something about it. It's something about that, and I just seem to know that they need to be at peace for a while, so I just don't connect with them. It's me being respectful of their soul and their soul needs. It's kind of interesting, because the work that was done for Lucifer's version of his demonic side, I was so happy when I got to experience his light body side. I felt so healed, because some part of him, I mean, that's just a whole nother story, but I could tell he too was in that state of really deep meditation and real contemplative and really thinking, and I had to be respectful of that, although I would just come and visit him and smile at him basically, and then and then leave him be for a while, because I was really just happy about it, you know. And I could feel that. I could feel both my happiness for him, but also his feeling of I'm meditating or experience the light and redeveloping my identity and expression. That's what they do. You need to know this, Carrie, that you need to just let him do his next thing and just let it go, okay? Move on to other veins of wisdom, and you seem to know this is true. He was that was part of what derailed you as well, but it was also a vein of ascension. It was a lot. It was a bunch of big calamities that just sort of banged and happened all at one time, and it was just too much sound in the ears, and now it's breaking the eardrum. You know what I mean? It's just too much all at once. It's just too many things all in one pot all at the same time. And so we're just helping you by getting out all these veins of wisdom and helping you. So I'm still looking at these odd sort of channel pieces. This entire space where you were building things, just to let you know, is not, it's being transformed in the light. You're not even there anymore. That was entirely for the wisdom and then to pull in heal lane, basically. This entity that had sort of terrorized your experience for a little bit. It feels like a lot longer than a little bit, but it truly was a very, very short period of time in comparison to a lifetime, in comparison to other things that you've gone through that were quite traumatizing, that took a lot longer to get through. But time is so strange, you know, and it's different even now than it ever was before. It's far different in how it feels to me, even. So I can't even judge a week anymore from a month, or even from a day. It's just, you just take every day as now. Today is a new day, and I just take it one day at a time, and that's what I've been doing. And I'm doing very good with it through these techniques of just acknowledging that there's a chaos vein and releasing it right away in the light, and then just continuing to rebalance with the truth of heaven, and the truth of ascension is good. It's letting the ego, it's basically popping the ego and letting the balloon just fizzle out, you know. So everything's peaceful right now. There's a transformation period going on. They're saying transformation period for you. That is what this is. There's nothing else right now. Jan. There's only love right now is what they say. There's only love. Enter here. Enter love. Enter light. Enter all. Know that you are already here. Breathe in our light. Breathe in our healing. Breathe in our wisdom. Let it purify your channeling veins or your spiritual senses. I mean, there was some damage hardcore done to your spiritual senses, and it's almost enough where it's like you need to rest and take a break from the spirit realm for a while, just to rebalance. But there's some, I need to do some work here on your spiritual senses. I'm a little surprised because I don't usually see them like this. I basically see your head, and it's got all these sort of sparkly sort of things in the back right here, and then it has these like tubes like this, and everything is kind of mucked up or full of mud or something, and then there's this odd sparkly, but it's kind of zappy. It's kind of zappy back there. We're pulling out a lot of old energy goos. Oh my gosh. This is a very good thing. And it's literally like, it looks like mud. Lots of mud coming out of the back of your head. And it's lots and lots and lots of it. And it's just coming out. It's like a mudslide. It's good. We're just letting it all come out. It's releasing. It's odd. It's like a little, it's like a zit or something. Like it just popped and all the mud came out. It was like an odd little cavern back there that just got jammed up, and the energy flow was just really in there and getting really muddy and mucky and dark and gooey and gross. And now it just opened up, and now all of the gooey, gross and stuff is able to come out and clear out and purify. So this is really good because it really created a hardcore energy jam. I mean, it would have been very hard for you to experience the light with all that muck up in there. Really letting a lot of stuff out. You're still kind of not right. Your head in the hedge or whatever is what is showing me. Head is literally spinning like a top on the neck, like this, and like in a really strange way. And the head is sort of distorted, and how it feels, it doesn't feel like you feel like yourself yet. And so it's trying to create itself. It's trying to create a normal what is a reflection of normal in the head is what this is. You're doing great. Everybody here, I'm saying everybody, I'm not able to see faces. I'm able to feel a lot of energy veins here that are applauding or smiling and really sharing waves and energy of love, support. Totally love you, totally adore you, so proud of you. So nobody has any judgment for the chaos because it's so understood. It is so, they get it. Trust me, the spirit realm gets it, that we're sort of hitting these crazy walls and we're sort of not sure. Some of them are really overwhelming, and so they understand. They're totally understanding, and they really are. Why aren't you letting us support you? Why aren't you letting us hold you? Why aren't you letting us heal you through this? Don't listen to the mind and the ego that is trying to contaminate and prevent you from releasing the ego. And so come to us and tell us that I'm scared, or I'm afraid, or I don't know why I'm so emotional. I don't understand it. And please just tell us. Tell us what you want. Say, I want help with this. I don't know what is going on here, but I'm not myself right now. Can you please take this and do something with it? I don't know what to do with it. They're on it instantly. Especially every morning and every night, I literally do this. I call Archangel Michael, and anybody can do this. I work with Archangel Lucifer, so whether you want to believe me or trust or whatever, you do what you want, but I adore him, and his light body side is so beautiful and so loving and transformative. It's gorgeous, and he heals me all the time. So his meditative state is no longer a part of what I feel for him at all. So what I do is I get to see myself in an orb sphere, right? And so I call Archangel Michael to enter my spiritual atmosphere, and then, and I tell him whatever it is that I want him to do for me before I fall asleep or when I wake up in the morning. And it's always the same. Please, remove the toxic energy from my body and mind and my emotions. Please remove the poisons I've ingested, the energy poisons, and please heal me. Please raise my vibration. Please enter me. Please hold me. Please release me from all the cords of connection that I have acquired in this day. And please protect me while I sleep from ingesting anything else. And the thing is it's not a fear thing. I'm not afraid of anything, but it's a purification process. It's like, do you want to drink dirty water every day, or do you want to drink the pure water? You get to decide, and I really want to experience pure water. So I just do this all the time, and it's really helpful. And, I call Archangel Raphael to help me balance my emotions and my mind and my body and my spirit and my reflection, and to heal my body and to surround me with his green energy. So I call him into my spiritual atmosphere. And then I call Archangel Lucifer to share his loving energy and his light. And he has this sort of diamond energy sort of gift that he shares with me. And it is very revitalizing. It's very beautiful. And I can inhale it and I can feel it just purifying my mind and my emotions and my body in ways that are totally unique and different. So it's really amazing. And I do this before I fall asleep at night. And I do this when I wake up in the morning. And I usually do this during the day too, once or twice during the day as well. It doesn't take very long, and you'll notice a huge impact. If you do this 4 times a day for 5 or 10 minutes every day, oh my gosh, it's amazing how you can handle yourself through these energy shifts when you do this. And this is very good for you too. So I'm supposed to do this for you. I'm actually supposed to do this for you. In fact, I'm supposed to do my hands like this. So I'm not going to be able to hold them up there. I got to put my elbows on my desk because that feels cozy. All right. So probably be holding them here for a little bit. So I'm just going to. So here we are with you, and your head's doing this, and you're getting a lot of old stuff out the back, and that's sort of a cavern that's healing. And we're going to help with your spiritual senses, just help balance you and your mind and your emotions, body, spirit, all of that. You really have a lot of going on. So I'm calling Archangel Michael, and I say, Archangel Michael, please enter Carrie's spiritual atmosphere. Please help to release these contaminated energies, these poisons and toxic energies that are in her mind, in her emotions, in her body, in the way that she feels. Help to release her from all contaminated energies and all energy connections and cords that are not of a vein of love from heaven. So I'm just being patient and allowing his energy to do the work. I'm not actually able to see him. I'm just able to feel him as an energy beacon. It's very interesting. It's getting brighter. There's a really bright white light that is surrounding you all over you. He is engulfing you in white light literally from the back forward. So all of you are covered head to toe, toe to head at the same time. In this white light. He's purifying you through it. So he sort of shines this white light through you, and it just eats out anything that isn't a reflection of it. You're doing something different now. There's still work to be done here. I'm calling Archangel Raphael to use his green light to help heal your body, your mind, your emotions, to help balance you. You're laying down and your face has sort of distorted sort of pieces, and you look like you're ill. So I'm just going to be patient and relax. This is what I do as well. And this is what they want me to do for you. This video isn't just to heal you, it's to give you techniques to help you from here forward as well. Techniques for us all even. So I get to experience Raphael, and his green energy is like green fire and flame. And he throws it forward, and I see it's literally from behind forward, head to toe, toe to head, all simultaneously. A green fire literally even has some yellow in it, pushing forward through your entire body, head to toe, toe to head, forward instantly. It's gorgeous. It's extraordinary. He's doing something else here. He's sort of flying, and he's got like his body's like Gumby or something. It can move like this. It's interesting. It's like he's turning into a green dragon. He's doing that. He's got a green flame, and he's literally circling you like this as a dragon, a green dragon, and he is covering all around your whole where you are. You're sort of laying down, you look very small, and you just don't look like you feel good. He is putting green flame all around you in a circle, and then he is allowing this green fire to also fill your body as well with healing. Michael is back on the scene with this blue color. He is doing some things with blue here. I don't know, he's like a blue liquid, and he's just sort of splattering it out and around by this green flame that is in a circle around you. I'm telling you, you're looking a lot better already. It's protection. We're putting you in a ring of protection, is what they say. That he's using this blue, this very dark blue color. It's gorgeous. And it's like an odd liquid that he's just splattering. But it's splattering it onto you, but it's instantly absorbed into you. And he's saying protection as well. And protection for mind, protection for emotions, protection for body, protection for soul, protection for everything we understand. Protection for you, Carrie. That's what he says. I get to see him now. I get to see him as real people with wings. Michael's sort of... I don't know. Raphael's lighter. He's got blonde hair. He's sort of jovial personality. Michael is really solid. I don't know what kind of sort of humor he would have, but I guarantee it's the kind of humor that you didn't know he was making a funny joke, and then you were like, oh, that was funny, you got me there. But he's really solid about it. His style is, he could tell he has humor, but he's kind of more serious in his demeanor, and Raphael's a lot more creative or a lot lighter in his demeanor. They're fun. They're a fun team together. They're too different. They're different from each other, all right? So I'm asking if we're Lucifer, Archangel Lucifer, to come. And I ask Archangel Lucifer to enter Carrie's spiritual atmosphere and share your light and love with her in order to heal her from the calamity of her experience. I'm telling you, he's really extraordinary, and I'm still working on defining what his caliber is or what he does. He's removing what are odd sort of portals from my, like some sort of energy congestions in my hand. And he's pulling them out like black ribbons. He's clearing me out. So he's doing that. He's got an interesting white dragon, but he's sort of got really big wings. He really is manifesting something big for you. It is really like, it's a white powder or white energy here. So I'm watching it. He's so different than them. But he is of the light too. He's got such an ancient voice and energy, and I love it because his style is unique to his experience as well. So there's something grounding here about him. He's starting with the feet, and he's really helping you to feel solid and grounded. And I'm telling you, it's of an insane caliber. I feel really attached to the ground, and I feel really solid. That's how I'm feeling about you right now. He is completely invisible in what he's doing, but there's something with a white sort of powder. And he's using it too, like the others, to create a ring of protection around you. But he's also using it sort of like Michael was sort of splattering you. He's using it as sort of a dust or something, but it's sort of accumulating at your feet, and it is creating a massive grounding sensation. It's amazing. I feel like I'm really grounded into the earth right now. I feel like he's releasing distortions of illusion. He's really, I'm telling you, he's helped me a lot with specifically purifying blood, contaminations and helping with illusions, fears that are associated specifically with illusion. He is amazing with it. I can feel illusions being released from you, and it's sort of really dense and heavy in the way that he can do it. He's so happy to be pulling it's huge. It's like a massive, I don't know, it's like a stick in your head, and it is pulling it up and out, and it's coming from all the way down in your feet, up the legs, up the torso, up your shoulders, up your head. He's literally pulling out this massive, whatever this root was, he's pulling it entirely out of you. The whole thing. He's not missed any of it. He has it's like he's flying on it, but he also is a white dragon, and it has a pure white flame that it breathes out and is completely surrounding you, and all the work Michael and Raphael have done are contained within it, and you are contained within that, and he's creating a massive barrier of protection around you. He wants to purify you of the illusions that the ego creates. He's even more serious than Michael, but he is serious in the work that he is accomplishing to help you. And he is unwaveringly loving about it and very true to it. It's sort of piercing in his role. He is very impressive. They're all here together. I'm able to see him. He's in a white sort of outfit, and it's got a grayish hue to it. I'm not able to tell what his face looks like or hair. He has huge wings. It always comes to me that his wings just seem really huge. But there's Raphael sort of jokey and laughing and just sort of slap happy, and then Michael is just sort of smirking off to the side, and then Lucifer's just like very serious. But he's flapping his wings and sort of, like clapping or something. And then now I can see that he's smiling, and he's got sort of like brownish colored hair. And it's sort of ashy, an ashy brown color, and it's wavy. And he's a warrior of light is what he says. And I'm proud to be here to heal and help human beings. He really has gone through a lot of transformation, and I would never I transform demons for a living, and I would never work with a demon ever. And he's not. This version of who and what he is gorgeous, and has helped me so much on my journey. So he is showing that Lucifer is showing that you actually are contained inside of a dome of this sort of solid energy that he put around the flame that is green and this blue sort of splatter and then this white powder dust. And then it actually is an orb that is around you, above you, the surface, and then underneath the surface. So you are contained in it above and beneath the surface. And it's grounding. It's entirely grounding. You just pulled out a massive illusionary sort of vein. And then Michael and Raphael have done work as well in order to create balance of emotions, releasing contaminated negative energies, and all that kind of stuff. So you're doing good inside of this orb. That's what they're saying. That's what we do to you too, Abby. We do this every time you ask us. Every time. It only takes 10 minutes or whatever to call each one into your spiritual atmosphere, and they do it just like this. I've never seen them create this work for me, but I also don't do it in I don't do it in the journey style like I do for others. So it's kind of neat for me to actually see what they do. And so that is all it takes to be protected, grounded, healed, rebalanced, revitalized. And you do this 4 times a day, and oh my gosh, you're doing awesome. Because life does derail you, and the ego does create some ripples in there. Even after you feel grounded and happy and great, you still have to experience life, and life does contain moments of like, whoa, that impacted me and I feel off balance. And so then you redo it over again. It only takes a little bit. You just call each one in and they do their job and you find relief. It's amazing. They're saying, Carrie, do you feel relief? Do you feel amazing yet? You're number one. You're in the spotlight. We see you. We love you. We're here to help you. We're here to heal you. We are love. You are love. You're part of us. Let's hold you. Let our loves connect. Let our heartbeats connect. That's what they say. It's really beautiful. So, there's something about them. There's some light that is taking place inside this space. And they're saying that it is releasing contaminated dark energies from you. And so I'm asking, well, where does it go, or how is it released? Because this is pretty solid structure. Literally, you are in the inside of this orb sphere, and all of this work is now creating a flame of dark energy that is releasing from your body right now, and is sort of coming out of your face, and it's literally going around in a circle. And Lucifer is bashing or breaking this orb sphere, and then he is releasing it out. They have you contained in quite what is an invisible orb, but this dark energy literally is coming out specifically from the head. There's quite a long piece coming out of the mouth, and then it's literally in a spiral going up into a portal of light in the sky, like a bright sun or moon, but it's hazy, so it's not blinding, and it's just going up into it. You are totally protected by our love, by the love of heaven and the light of all. We are here whenever you call for us, for love and healing and help with anything at all. Allow yourself to trust that heaven is here every time you call and pray. Do not follow any other sequence but what is love and healing, and that is the only truth that is real. That is the only truth that has ever been real. We're all on our own unique soul journeys, even angels. And so we all are here to love and connect and learn from one another. And we're here to help you, Carrie. That was what Lucifer is saying, but they're all speaking too. They're all speaking it in their own unique ways. We are all in the oneness. That is what is being said. They're all saying this together. We are all here to help you whenever you call. And more parts of you are releasing. There's some energy from beneath your feet that is releasing out. This had to happen. You had been quite contaminated with just too much going on, and it was very derailing for you emotionally, mentally, all of that. So quite a massive octopus is coming out of the ground from your protective orb sphere that they created. And it too is being returned to the light. They're really encouraging all of this old energy to enter into the light. It was basically like, you got, they call it like the big one, the like massive earthquake of chaos. It's like you got the big one and from the Ascension energy, and it was just so much, and it overwhelmed you to a very extreme degree. And so now we are helping to release all of the big one energy that is just very old, it's just a vein of the old energy. And it got out of hand and then got extremely contaminated because of the ego and the emotions and everything else really just drew in so much just of the chaos. And now we're freeing you from that. I'm telling you, you're going to want to rest for several days, Carrie, and you're going to be feeling like a spring chicken, because I feel awesome right now. I can feel both what is the spiritual energy that it kind of comes in and it feels really warm, and it sort of eats away at all the other vibrations, and so it feels very warm and revitalizing. And that's what I'm feeling a lot of right now, sort of warm, sparkly energy all over my body. But I also feel like this is processing, and it's going to provide a huge download and shift and transformation for you and your journey and your experience, and completely rebalance your direction and the way you're going to approach things and how you're going to do it differently. It's part of your soul learning as well. So just rest, and just don't feel like you got to think too hard or do too much, and seriously walk in natural places. Walk out in nature and be surrounded by trees and birds and crickets and grasshoppers and everything that's making noises that are natural and imbalanced. Those noises make plants grow, and they make human beings feel healed and rebalanced as well. They're there for a reason. Birds chirp at certain times for a reason. Insects make their noises at certain times for a reason. And frogs croak at certain times for a reason. It's all a part of how the balance of Mother Earth thrives, and even our human bodies thrive, and all of nature thrive through this balance of sounds and then rain and sunshine and starlight and all of that. We all need nature in order to create our balance and harmony. And we need angels too, right? We need heaven. We need light. We're literally releasing from the ego, and it's hard. So rest, and don't feel like you have to do much. That's the only thing you have to do is rest, okay? I'm telling you, you're looking incredibly better. I'm not seeing your head spinning around. I'm not seeing you with weird facial deformations. I'm not experiencing that the mud is all cleared out of there and there's no sparkle dust that is going on. You look incredible. You look strong and healthy, but you also look like you could sleep. You could sleep. This work has been a lot, but your experience has been a lot too. So yeah, they're talking about being reborn in the light. A very small part of you is coming forward like a child that is approaching these three angels. It's interesting because it is like Michael has this cobalt blue color. Raphael, it's green, but it's yellow too. And then Lucifer has like a gray silver sort of color that he wears. And it is they're so unique. Their personalities, their styles, they are so unique. And this little part of you is coming to all three of them together, and you're just small right now. I'm waiting to see what happens next. There is a beacon of light that comes down from this portal and is carrying you up into the light. And to hold you in heaven so you can be held by your soul family is what they say. The angels now are going up with you and allowing you to find your way there. And there's so many smiles. Everybody's smiling right now. All the angels are smiling. All the sort of veins of spiritual entities watching and a part of this are all smiling and just loving and adoring you. The light is carrying you, and it feels beautiful and amazing. You are welcomed here by many. There are many here. That's what they say. We're all here. We all adore you. You're like a newborn baby in heaven right now. Newly born. Reflection of who and what you are. Everything else that has been is part of what was. They've been doing this recently, calling it what was, and this is what is. You as a new reflection, reborn in the light of all, in heaven, reborn, held by angels, held by love, held by those who support you, all the souls. We aren't as invisible as you may think. Love is invisible, but you can still feel love. Love is real. We may be invisible, but you can feel us. We are love, and love is real. And we are holding you right now, and this love and this support and this nourishment and encouragement is real for your soul and for your body and your mind and your spirit and your emotions. This is going to be entirely rebalancing for you. total lift. There's interesting because from this small child is some more older energy releases that just sort of shot out like a slinky and then just evaporated in the light. They're saying that many people are going through these rebirth experiences, and through them too there's going to be more pockets of old energy just coming out like this. So love just really influences the release of the old, right? So what you're releasing today, you're still releasing the old, some months from now. It's normal. It's a normal part of being alive, whether it's in an ascension time or if it was 200 years ago or whatever. You're constantly reorganizing your identity and reorganizing who and what you are in your expression. This is a real true rebirth for the soul expression, as who is transforming. You really are transforming your identity right now. That big calamity was that was a big massive, the big one of getting a bunch of junk out of there. And now you're able to create a solid, grounded balance with a new perspective. And later on in life, it's going to make sense why that happened, or you're going to be wiser or more understanding of that whole thing. Then right now you are even wiser than ever before too. And it feels like through that calamity, you are being reborn from that chaos into the light. So you get the chaos out and now you fill with the light. And the light then removes even more energy just naturally, just energies you don't need. You are the center of our attention. You are the center of our affections. We adore you. You literally are a baby in heaven right now. And everybody's here saying, ooh, so cute. We love you. We're so happy you're here with us. Like, it's over and over. Everybody, all different voices, all different ways of sharing love in that manner. You are the center of our attention. You are number one. You are in our spotlight. We see only you. Nobody is looking at anything else. We are all looking upon and gazing upon you. And we are overjoyed at your blessing and your miracle and the miracle that is your soul. And we are thankful and we are in reverence of you. Is what they say. We are grateful for you, Carrie, is what they say. It's really beautiful. It's really amazing. They say, let the old energy come out as it will. Sometimes it'll come out in a big, scary way. But again, when it feels overwhelming, we're here. We're holding you. Let it out. Acknowledge that I'm feeling a little freaky. And then don't react more than just saying, call heaven. And then know heaven is here. And heaven does work. Calling heaven does work. Heaven helps you. Heaven understands. Heaven wants you to find relief too. They're saying you are strong and you will make it through this and you are doing great. They're really encouraging. They're really sharing how strong you are as a woman. A human woman, very strong woman. And that is part of your gift too. For helping others is you're a strong woman. You're learning how to be the right balance with everything that you've experienced in this life and going through the ascension process like we all are. And your soul is there's a transformation going on. The language is not that we use is not enough to explain what the feelings are that I get. I don't know how to define half of this stuff because language could not possibly, I don't know the words. I don't know. That's why stories are the only way I can help understand or create understanding of what it means to me. So we're all at peace right now. There is no darkness here. There is only light here, and you are comforted, protected, and loved. Call upon the angels. Call upon Michael, Raphael, Lucifer. Call upon angels who can help you. Love, reflections of love. whoever those are to you, let those heavenly reflections heal you. And trust that they're healing you. Amazing. That is it. That is all for that they're sharing with me. They're saying that when you are ready, then, return to your activities, is what they're saying. Because you had quite a hiccup in there. And so they're really just saying, be like a baby right now. Rest, be nurtured, be taken care of, get breakfast in bed or whatever, whatever you need to create simplicity for the mind and the emotions and the body is what you create. And it feels wonderful. And let yourself be taken care of. And when you're ready to feel like you're yourself again, then stand up and embrace life and go embrace it differently through love, through joy, through knowing that you are love, surrounded by love, and love is all that there is. Don't look at the chaos. Don't look at the drama. Don't look at the TV or the newspaper or the whatever. The only thing that is real and truly worth listening to is the sounds of nature, sounds of love, the gifts from heaven, the images of heaven, the images of light, the images of healing, the experiences of healing, healing music, healing stories, healing, wisdom, that sort of thing. It's the only thing that we really need to be digesting anymore. It's the only thing that has value because we're changing. Let the ego become a softer and quieter voice. Let love, acceptance, unconditional love be that the new version of truth. This is it. That's all. That's all that they're going to do. Okay, Carrie. Well, thank you so much for this experience. I think this is going to be super, super helpful for you, but I know too it's going to be helpful for more because we all are going through stuff and it's hard on everybody. I'm really thankful that you're willing to share this and it's going to help a lot of people. I can't wait to see how you're feeling. Like, I know from my experience of this whole journey and the energy and how it's been affecting your energy field, you're going to be feeling a lot of energy from this. I'm still buzzing. I'm still feeling like hot energy vapors throughout my body. And I'm still also feeling like I need to rest and relax and not work too hard and rest the mind. That is the energies that are coming from doing this work for you. So it means you're going to be feeling that too. So, okay. So I'm just going to say bye for now and thank you again. And for those of you watching, if you would like me to do a soul rebirth journey for you, please visit me at my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.